You be the man for the job. So now I'm crazy because I don't love you, right? Is that the point?
For introduction, divorce is the legal termination of a marriage, ending the marital union between two individuals. The decision to divorce can be influenced by a wide range of factors, both interpersonal and external, and the experience varies widely for each individual and couple. The reason for divorce among young couples are diverse can be a complex. Remember, divorce is a serious decision that should not be taken lightly. If you or someone you know is considering divorce, it's important to seek guidance from a trusted professional. Understanding the causes of divorce among young couples requires an exploration of both societal and personal elements.
Divorce in Malaysia is primarily governed by Islamic family law for Muslims and civil law for non-Muslims. So Malaysia has a dual legal system with separate family laws for Muslim and non-Muslims. The reasons is for seeking divorce can vary widely and may include issues such as irreconcilable differences, infidelity, financial problems, communication breakdowns, and other factors that may be led to the breakdown of the marital relationship. The next is Muslims, which is it was under Islamic family law for Muslims. So in our article, we are talking about the reasons, and we are using from our research. There are some statistics. The numbers of divorce, which is between the Muslims and the non-Muslims in Malaysia. So actually the Islamic family law, they are using Islamic Family Law Act 1984. It was governs divorce proceedings for Muslims in Malaysia. The husband can initiate divorce through a process that we call as a talaq, while the wife may seek divorce through a fasakh. It was under specific circumstance, and for any mediation is encouraged, and reconciliation efforts may be made before the divorce is finalized. So matters related to child custody, maintenance, and division for property are also addressed under the Islamic family law. Then how about for the non-Muslims, which is the non-Muslims is also under civil law. The law Reform Marriage and Divorce Act 1976, which is that governs divorce for non-Muslim in Malaysia. Divorce proceedings is all for non-Muslims are generally heard in the civil courts. Grounds for divorce may include adultery, cruelty, desertion, and other reasons recognized under the civil law. So similar to Islamic family law, matters such as child custody, maintenance, and other divisions of assets are also considered during the proceedings.
Divorce in Malaysia has an interesting history. While 60 years ago and earlier, Muslim and Malaysia had a higher divorce rate than non-Muslim. At the present time, this difference have narrowed considerably. Top divorce rate for Muslim in Peninsular Malaysia are over twice as high as for non-Muslim, while in Sarawak, Muslim divorce rate and over 3 times as high as for non-Muslim. In Sabah, about 4 times as high. The study of divorce in Malaysia is hindered by incomplete data. This will be evident from gaps in some of analysis possible in this paper. Over time, the data situation has improved considerably, and time series data are now available separate for the main age group for each state in Peninsular Malaysia, and separate for Muslim and non-Muslim in Sabah and Sarawak. A far removed from the situation prevailing for decades ago when the author was preparing his paper on Malay marriage and divorce in Peninsular Malaysia. Survey data to flesh out interpretation of the statistical series are now also more widely available. There are three kinds of measure of divorce. First, measure based on the current marital status of the population, specifically the proportion of the total adult population who are current divorced, or the proportion of the ever married population who are current divorced. 2. Number of divorce registered in a given time period, which can be related to a given denominator. Typically, the total population, the current divorce rate, or to the population age 15, the general divorce rate. Third, to the currently married population in the year concerned. And 4, cohort measure the outcome of marriage entered into by member of different birth or marriage cohort. Data are most readily available from casual and survey on the first, but it is difficult to interpret such data because a number of factors can influence the current material status. For example, particular for the youngest age group, trend toward later age than marriage. For older age group, trend in widowhoods, and for all age group, change in desire to opportunity to remarry after divorce.
Talk about the causes of divorce. First, economic pressure. Financially difficult may contribute to arguments and dissatisfaction, leading to divorce. Lack of financial planning and budget can contribute to financial stress. Addressing financial in a marriage often involve open communication, joint financial planning, and finding mutual agreed solution. Second, abuse in marriage. Abuse in marriage is a significant and serious issue that can contribute to divorce. Abuse can take various forms, including physical, emotional, psychological, verbal, sexual, or financial abuse. Third one is breakdown of trust. Abuse erodes trust within a marriage. When one partner is subject to mistreatment, it can lead to a breakdown of trust, making it challenging to maintain a healthy and supportive relationship. Fourth, emotional distress. Abuse often causes emotional distress, anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. Living in an abused environment can be detrimental to one's overall well-being and can strain the emotional connection between spouses.
In conclusion, character change, poor communication, financial problems, abuse, and identify are associated with divorce among young couples. The mastery of the prior stage of the family life skills can reduce the chance of divorce among young couples. This can be achieved by ensuring that before the couples enter marriage, they receive premarital counseling. Additionally, after entering marriage, they should attend marital enrichment programs. It is important to note the impact of divorce on the young individuals can vary widely based on the factors such as the nature of the divorce, the level of conflict between parents, the support system available, and the overall well-being of the individuals involved. Thank you so much from us.